Hello, I'm host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. I'm the proud owner of this cup of coffee. In this episode, I'd like to talk a bit about human civilization and sustainability and supposed to's. So, it seems to always come down to a utilitarian deontological divide. But hello, Unify, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back and better than ever.
Just got off work.
Right on. Um,
Yep.
I do you have any topics you'd like to propose? I was just about to start talking about basically human history, civilization, the planet, kind of stuff like sustainability kind of stuff. But I'm open to any topic.
Sustainability. What do you mean?
Well, I mean the relationship we have with quote unquote progress and the extent to which it necessitates taking over the environment. Like, I mean, most of the Earth at some point will be developed or cordoned off as specifically intentionally undeveloped. There's not really a lot of the world directing its own course of action anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess the core question then in the sustainability thing for me is this issue of the purpose of the species. So if we're supposed to evolve metaphysically, which is to say become better, become less barbaric, less violent, god damn it, less authoritarian, less arbitrary in our treatment of one another, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. But to me that seems to correlate also with a lot of environmental destruction that concerns me, you know? I mean, I don't favor a bunch of unnecessary regulation, but I do favor protecting the environment. And it seems odd that something that we ought to do, such as evolve metaphysically, which we appear to be doing as a species in general,
Hopefully.
well, it seems odd that it would run so contrary to another aspect of things. I don't think necessarily does, but it seems to run contrary to what we ought to do with the land itself, which is less.
I mean, that's what we see in movies, right?
What do you mean? What?
You
See,
just robots take over the world, and they with high IQs, and they find out that the only thing that's destroying this planet is humans.
right? But I mean, I don't think it's so much like, well, this technology or that technology is the problem. It's more like humans want to constantly be adjusting shit. It's and we kind of have to if we want to continue to evolve as a species in terms of how we treat each other. There's no disputing that better infrastructure, more easily moved communications and information and stuff, all that helps us out. It helps us be
Sure.
better people. But it also requires us to take over the land more.
True. I mean, where do you think we would be in maybe 1,000 years?
Hmm. It's a good question. See, I'm not sure what to think about the global warming thing. I don't think that's going to be as cataclysmic as everybody says.
I think it's more easily reversible than people make it out to be.
Yeah, I suspect we'll come up with some sort of solution to it. It just seems like
Yeah.
it seems something that would be solvable. But then the issue becomes, well, okay, in 1,000 years, let's go in smaller increments when we work up to it. Where will we be in 50 years? So we're looking at 2066.
I mean, we might. I mean, I feel like we come into this crossroads, right? But we might either this might be our downfall, or we might prosper and get over that hurdle and
But
survive long term.
I think every generation feels like their generation is at the crossroads.
Yeah, that's true.
However, I also think that this time period has a better claim to it than any previous time period because we do
It's a
see
lot of
that.
shit going on.
Yeah, we see that accelerating returns thing, and it happens because ideas don't lose their power as bits of either time or space magic. They just get cumulative. So the more useful concepts out there are to say move rocks around, well, pretty soon you get not just the rock moving companies are more efficient. Now then consumer level rock moving becomes more efficient. And pretty soon you can get a professional levitating rock moving machine at home, and so that process of accelerating returns, when we apply it to things like computer power, information fluidity, and less so, I think, to artificial intelligence. Though I remain curious about that. But I would say, more notably, not so much artificial intelligence, but just the way that the apps become little, basically packages of algorithms can start to mimic some of the functions pretty well. For example, when I want to call somebody, I tell my phone, call Delilah. It calls Delilah for me. It says, calling Delilah, like a secretary would, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the olden days, if you wanted that function, you have to have a human being, a human lady who was your secretary. So there is this issue of what happens if people get replaced in employment with technology.
Well, yeah, because I doubt it'll be like the movies, right? Where they just take over, artificial intelligence just take over.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that because
Yeah,
I don't. I think there's a lot of problems implicit in trying to grow artificial intelligence in the first place. But second, that if it really is intelligent, any understanding that we have of intelligence means it's going to be less likely to kill us, not more likely.
yeah.
Dumb machines kill us all the time. Intelligent machines should be less likely to do so.
Well, hurdles. I mean, I'm sure there's alien races out there, right? That got over this hurdle that we trying to get over.
I don't know. We've found no evidence of any. It's an interesting
Yeah, true.
question. It's a
But
really
it's
interesting
probable.
fact that by all most mathematical models would suggest that there should be more, and we should have found some evidence of them by now. What are your thoughts regarding that?
Well, maybe not by now. We might be too early in the process.
We've been looking for a while now. SETI has, and it's covered a lot of space. I mean, there's plenty to go. It's not like we're running out of universe to look at. I'm just saying, if
True.
well, because there's two ways of understanding it, right? Most cosmologists think if if our understanding of the universe is correct, that planets like Earth should be fairly common, and that civilizations like humanity should be fairly common. Because there are enough such Goldilocks zone planets out there, as they call Earth, one where it's not too far, not too close to the sun.
Mm.
And if such a set of original circumstances means life begins, then we should see more than we should see. They should be common enough that we should have seen one by now. And then the other thing is, well, maybe it's unique. Maybe we're the only such thing in
Well,
the
that's
whole
not
universe. Well, why do you know that's not true?
Well, it's just a probability factor.
But
It's
see,
too big and uh, too many opportunities, right? So if you believe in evolution, you believe in chance, and the chance of us being the only ones in the universe that's this big is improbable.
I know, one would think that, but then if we apply those mechanisms that you're saying here, let's assume X, Y, Z, then it'd be really, really improbable for us to be alone.
Yeah.
However, the flip side of that is that it would be really, really probable that there'd be a reasonable number of such civilizations. And if there were, it would be very, very probable that we would have found evidence of one by now, because we've been looking long enough, and given the frequency with which they should be occurring, given all the assumptions you're making, and that people have always historically made about the matter,
Mm.
then we should have seen some by now. So then people say, well, that suggests the fact that we haven't seen any yet, and based on these probability estimates like the one you made, we ought to have. Then we can probably conclude that this may be a unique situation, because we can't think of any reason why it would be super rare but still more than one. The probability would suggest to be less than super rare. It would be more likely that it's unique than more rare than our probability model.
I think it is more rare.
But not unique.
Yeah, but not unique.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's improbable for other civilizations to be out there, but it's possible that I feel like we just haven't got that far. We still pretty early on in the process. We haven't been in outer space that long,
Do you think
40 years or whatever.
Do you think somebody has faster than light travel? You think there's aliens out there with faster than light travel?
Uh, Maybe not. I would assume not, but I mean, you never know.
Well,
We
if not, then we really are pretty fucked in terms of actually trying to contact these people.
True, but what about like Star Trek, Interstellar, just where you have civilizations living in outer space? Then
Well, I
you
mean,
can travel for generations.
yeah, that's true, and I don't doubt that that we could successfully, if they weren't if they weren't more than like, we could get close to the speed of light. Probably we could keep working on our speedy space drives and try to get as close to the speed of light as possible, and there could be a civilization that's not super super far away. We could develop some sort of cryogenic technology that allows a person to be put into a kind of a stasis for periods of time that allows humans themselves to actually travel there and meet those people and stuff like that, meet those aliens. But that would be the end of that. There's no further to go. It becomes exponentially more difficult to get further and further out if you don't get to to if you don't solve this faster than the speed of light issue.
Mm.
And see, that's where we get back into this whole observational thing. The reason the speed of light is a speed limit is because well, it would imply that you're going back in time, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they say. I mean, to go that fast, you would have to. If somebody traveled to a different planet, different galaxy at the speed of light, and then traveled back, then I would assume they'd be however many odd years in the future without aging much.
Right. But see that suggests that time is rendered by each individual distinctly, which is I agree. I tend to agree with that idea. But that would imply that the rendering of the individual would change. I don't know. That's a hard one. It's such a hard one to get my brain around.
Yeah, it is.
But regardless, I would like to see. I want. That's exactly the sort of thing I want. I want answers.
Yeah.
I want to be like, all right, that's it, humanity. I'm taking over here. Now let's get 50 spaceships out there with super fast and let's figure this shit out.
Without killing ourselves.
Yeah, right. And let's get this artificial intelligence shit going on. But let's make it clear: it's number one prerogative, number one priority. The artificial intelligence is to facilitate our leisure. You know, like you do all the work. Let us play around.
If we were to send anybody, who would? I mean, like you can say like scientists and poets and everybody, but I mean, does intelligence really make you a better person? Or like how
Who do you send to meet the aliens? Is that what you're asking? That's a
yeah,
good
if we
question. That's a good one.
to send off into space and to travel to that destination to meet the aliens to represent us or to carry on humanity in a way if we feel like it's not working here and we just might have to, you know what I'm saying, boat out of here.
I think the answer is this: you send a team of 16 people, one of each personality type.
Mm.
And,
I like that.
And you break it into 4 teams of the 4 quadras. They can a whole trip there. They're having non-stop quadrable. They're only hanging out with their quadrant mates. It's just, you know. So in one section of the spaceship, there's the ENTP, the INTP, the ESFJ, and the ISFJ. And the SFJs are going to be chicks, okay? So, there's, you know, that way everyone gets coupled off, too. And coupled off appropriately. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? The chicks are supposed to be the SFJs. But, you know, I'm sure that there's lots of NT chicks who are probably unsubbing right now as they're watching this video. Anyway, but that's how it works for me anyway. So
It might have to be all SPs and SJs might have to be all women,
right,
just to avoid all the adrenaline and testosterone.
right. Well, get all the Fs to be the females and all the Ts to be the males.
Yeah,
That's a good way to do it. Just do it like that. All the Fs get to be the females, all the Ts get to be the males. And women. Oh my god. It's not like I have a shitload of female viewers anyway, but those of you who are viewing, thank you for your indulgence. I just say, hey, if I'm on the ship, right? If you're on the ship, you can fill up all chicks if you want. All right. Anyway,
yeah, female viewership just went to 0.
yeah, right. Sorry, I'm bad with women. I'm sorry. I've always been bad with women. I'm not even trying to date you, and you still hate me.
The NT women, they get you. They'll stay.
Yeah, right. They'll stay. Thanks, NT women. You're the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We love
So okay, I think that would be an interesting plan. But if I had to pick it by career, I would send. Well, I mean, I'd want to go myself. I'd send me.
Just you.
Well, I'll bring you along too. Me and you, Unify. We'll go talk to the aliens.
Okay, us and no women.
Just you and me will be fine. I think you and I could do the job ourselves. I mean, look, we
You
don't
sure?
want we don't want too many chefs in the kitchen.
That's true.
All right, so look, here we go. We're on the spaceship. We're about to get to the alien planet. Nobody's ever spoken with them before, but they know we're coming. Okay, somehow, like we sent out a previous. We assume they know we're coming.
Yeah.
They sent out a flare that indicated, yeah, we got your message or something. So anyway, we're about to get to the planet. We don't know exactly what to expect, except they haven't shot us or anything, or given any clear sign that they hate us. So we can probably expect to talk to somebody. How do we pregame this?
Well, we don't put our hands up in peace because they might think it's a sign of a threat.
Okay,
We gotta be careful.
but what if not putting your hands up is a sign of a threat?
Oh God. We stand really still with our eyes open.
Okay, so let's assume we're going to be able to figure out some way to speak their language, or they're to speak our language. You know, we'll find some sort of way to translate back and forth. What do we need to talk about? What are our primary concerns in addressing? What do we want to address with the aliens first?
What do we want to address?
Yeah, well, hi, how are you, aliens? Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, we're fine. How are you, humans? We're doing well. Are we going to get right back in the spaceship and now leave and go home again? We've exchanged small talk. We've successfully exchanged small talk with aliens. Time to go home. Or we have some other things we want to talk to them about.
One small step.
While we're there, we might as well do a couple more steps, though, right?
Yeah. Maybe we gotta get to know them, right?
Right.
Like, hey, do you have names? I'm sure they got names.
Yeah. That's his name.
Like,
Oh, Mr. Claudiga? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty close. Claudiga.
or what if they had tongues and we might? If they had tongues and one of them's name might be Chicken, and we might just
Okay, so it's Claudiga and
and chicken.
Those are the two aliens we're dealing with. That's their two alien ambassadors. They say, hello, Claudiga.
And
Hi,
jokes
chicken.
might be common universally, so we can go, hey, we got an animal named Chicken that we eat, and they go, oh, that's interesting. But that's also
Claudiga is confused, though. Claudiga is concerned, Unify, that you meant, because we haven't quite figured out all the translation, that you meant you planned to eat chicken, the alien. So I'm a little worried now. I'm trying to calm him down.
So it's like,
no,
oh no,
Claudiga. No. He's not. No, Claudiga. Claudiga, relax. Chicken, come back.
Yeah.
Come back, chicken. No, he's not going to eat you. Yeah. Same word, that's all.
We just hold them hostage and we eat them. We don't want to eat you.
They look nothing like you. You
They
guys
really don't.
You guys are large, square, brown things with little tube-like protrusions coming off of you. That's not
Even
what
though that
chickens
guy
look
across
like.
the room do got feathers. They kind of similar to that guy, but not you, Chicken.
Right. Well, your feathers are way different, you aliens. Okay, they're more. Your feathers are more downy than the feathers of the chicken.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're talking to the aliens about important stuff. See, I'm asking them first off the bat. All right, point me to your philosophers. I want to know what your metaphysics is. Have you figured out this whole shit yet? Like, have you determined what our purpose is and stuff? Do you have the same purpose as us? What's going on here? Why are you square? What's wrong with you?
Or do you even think we have a purpose?
Right. I want to know. I want to talk to their philosophers first, basically.
Yeah.
After that, they're scientists. All right. Make with the cool tech.
No, I would talk to the scientists first.
You want a laser gun or what?
Like, maybe a laser tank. They might have a laser tank.
I picture you standing in a room with these aliens, just going, no laser guns. You have no laser guns.
Like, I know you might not have war here on your planet, but we struggle on planet Earth.
What the
so
fuck
we
did
need a
I
laser
fly
tank.
all the way out here for? Huh? What the fuck did I fly here for? I expected laser guns. I expected disintegration rays. You guys got shit. What is this? Air corn? Alien corn. Great. Come on, Eric. Let's go.
Rainbow grass. That's all they got.
Rainbow grass. Well, you know, if it's got a lot of high THC content, then I'm very interested in this rainbow grass.
Yeah.
We can talk to them about you know, making some purchases of rainbow grass from them, provided it's filled with cannabinoids.
Or genetically modify the grass to be eaten, and all vitamins and minerals be ingested through their race from that grass. That way, they don't have to grow corn or whatever it is that they grow. They can just eat the grass.
So we've solved their hunger problem. You're welcome,
Yeah.
square aliens. Now, what are you going to give us in return? No, I don't want one of your square alien women. Well, okay, maybe. Square aliens. All right. Well, this has been an interesting conversation with Unify as we've solved the universe's problems in how many minutes? Let's find out. In just 26 minutes. That's good time. All right. Thanks for watching.